And now it's time for Silver Screen Showdown with your host, Tony Tubes.
Watching movies, asking questions with Tony Tubes and it's Silver Screen Showdown.
Chov len ve och tarangang puj.
Welcome, everybody, to Silver Screen Showdown. My name is Tony Tubes. This is the movie trivia gauntlet of champions. And today is a very special episode. I'm very excited for this episode. This is the all Star Trek movie episode. No episodes of the seasons or anything like that. Just strictly movies from Kirk to Kirk. We're doing all of that. And today I have a very special guest. My father, Daniel Zerr, is here. And he just rolled into town, so he doesn't know the questions.
That's Papa Zerr. I did.
That is Papa Zerr.
There's been no pre-screening of questions.
Nothing.
I promise.
I did give him all the movies to watch, though. Ben Abeyta is here. Ben, I'm not familiar with you. I've met you over the internet because I needed a Trek guy, and you look like a Trek guy. And Erik Braley is here. Thanking you very much, Erik Braley, for being here for the Star Trek episode of Silver Screen Showdown. We're going to get right into it with our Tube Review movie question of the week. And, of course, I just have to ask, what's your favorite Star Trek movie? That comes to mind right off the bat.
I'd have to say I still like First Contact. I thought that was a good one.
Ben?
That's a tough one. I mean, I want to say Wrath of Khan, honestly. I mean, just something about that primal yell when he's like, "Yeah, I'm going to come back and kill you."
Did they share any screen time in that? Like, were they actually physically in the same room together? Yeah, right? I'm
No,
pretty sure.
never.
Yeah. Okay. Erik.
It's a tie between Wrath of Khan and Insurrection. I loved Insurrection because it kind
Really?
of brought back. Insurrection felt like the most generation. Like, I couldn't believe that was just an episode Generations. It was really well done, and I believe. Yeah, I thought it was just directed well, and I enjoyed it.
I can dig it. Yeah. Mine, Undiscovered Country. I really, really, really liked that movie. I thought the message in that movie was really good, too. So I liked that. So,
It wrapped up a lot of holes.
yeah,
Just don't kick the guy in the kneecaps.
right.
It's not his kneecap.
So, are you guys ready to start playing Silver Screen Showdown Star Trek Edition?
Let's do it.
It's because I'm going to be.
All right, so first mini game is...
She looks like Ernest Borgnine.
Old farts. What you're going to do is you're going to use your whiteboards, and you're going to write down what you think. Whoever gets on or closest will get 2 points and start round one. First pick for round one. And the question is, how old was Leonard Nimoy when Star Trek IV was released?
I'm going with a weird number on that one right off the bat.
It's a weird game. Everybody got something?
Yep.
Dan, what do you got? 50. What do you got, Ben?
54.
54. What do you got,
I'm
Erik?
doing it again. 51.
51. Ben got it because it was 55.
Oh, damn.
Good job. And the bonus question, or the tiebreaker question, would have been, how old was Marina Sirtis when Star Trek First Contact was released? 41.
I would have said 45.
She really looks like she looks 41 right there, too. Feeling that 41, I guess I should say. All right, so Ben, here we go. For those of you who haven't played the game or don't know, it's match game style. There are 12 cards. There are 6 categories underneath those cards. So 2 categories, or 2 cards per category. And if you get one card correct, it's 1 point. If you match them together, you get your 1 point for the card, plus you get an extra 4 points for the match. So let's say you got this one, and then this one is its match. So you already got the point for that one. You'll get a point for that one, plus an extra 4 points. Got it?
Okay.
So you have 6 points for a match in the tube card.
Pretty much, yep,
All right.
in total. So, and there's 2 cards on there that are worth 5 points. So you get that card right, it's 5 points. If that's a matching card for you, that will be 5 points plus the 4 points. So 9 points for that. So Ben, which card are we going for?
Let's go with lucky number 7.
Everybody keeps saying that. I think every episode somebody
Almost.
keeps saying that. Search for Spock.
This was the weird one of the originals, I think.
What is the name of the character played by Christopher Lloyd in Star Trek III?
Oh, drat.
It's not saying.
I can't think of it. I mean, I would have known it this morning, but as soon as you asked me,
On the spot.
It's gonna
Dang
be
it.
one of those.
Back to
It
the
is.
board. Erik Braley.
Let's go number 12.
Star Trek IV: The Voyage Home. Which of the crew was taken captive in 1986?
Was it Chekhov?
It was Chekhov. 1 point for Erik.
That was what one for?
First on the board. Dan, what are you going for?
Let's go with number 2.
Wrath of Khan.
Yeah.
What was the name of the ship that Khan and his crew were aboard when they were stranded on SETI Alpha 5?
Of Khan's ship, that was the Botany Bay.
Botany Bay is correct. And make sure you get a little bit closer to that mic, dude.
Okay.
for about 2 seconds there, I had Kobayashi. I'm like, no, that's wrong. That's Botany.
Wait.
Got it, Botany Bay.
Okay, Ben, go ahead.
Let's do number 4.
Star Trek: The Motion Picture. What ritual was Spock undergoing on Vulcan before rejoining the Enterprise crew and reactivating his Starfleet commission?
I knew I should have watched this one last night. This is that common one because I think. Let's see, I know this one too. I'm gonna have to pass on that one. I didn't.
All right, Erik, back to the board for you.
Let's do number 1.
Search for Spock.
Number 3, all right.
Which member of the crew is acting a little strange at the beginning of Star Trek 3?
Strange at the beginning of Star Trek 3. Was it McCoy?
Was McCoy. To the board for you now.
Let's do number 9.
Number 9. Star Trek IV: The Voyage Home. One of the 5-point questions.
Oh, don't you steal this from me.
What were the whales' names in Star Trek IV?
George and Gracie.
George and Gracie.
Damn, dude, I remember. And he
I
stole that
remember
from me.
that.
Oh,
5 points for Dan.
Go Dan.
I don't remember that shit.
That's only because I'm old and I remember George Burns and Gracie Allen. That's the only
Son of
reason.
a, that is them, isn't it? Yep. I never made that connection until just now. Shit.
On the board to you, Ben.
Oh, let's do number 5.
Number 5, The Undiscovered Country.
5 and 5.
What drink was served at the dinner with the Klingons?
It looks like water to me because it certainly isn't blood wine.
That's your final answer?
Yeah.
Incorrect. Back to the board. Erik.
I want to answer that one. Was it number 5?
Discovered Country. What drink was served at the dinner with the Klingons?
Romulan ale?
Romulan ale it was.
It's blue.
It looked clear to me for some reason.
I just remember him bitching about being illegal.
Right.
All right. Dan, go ahead.
Let's try 10.
Motion picture. What did the alien probe V'ger end up being at the end of the movie?
What did it end up being? A new life form. Combined with human? I mean, I don't know what else.
Okay, let me rephrase that.
Okay.
What was V'ger?
Oh, it was Voyager, Voyager 6 satellite sent from Earth.
Okay. And because I screwed up, I'm going to give everybody a point on that.
Okay.
Because, yeah, I kind of screwed the pooch on that. You were correct the first time and the second time.
Yeah.
No worries.
I still like how if you read in the annals, they're still like really like iffy. They're like, it was the Borg, but it wasn't the Borg. They're like, we don't want to touch on it because the timeline's a little bit screwy.
Oh.
But it's technically the first appearance of the Borg.
That's interesting.
V'ger inadvertently gave the Borg the technology to advance themselves. So V'ger's technically the Borg god in a different timeline.
Wow. That's weird.
Yeah, it's a weird roundabout thing. There's like whole pages on it.
Little
It's
side
bizarre.
story there, action. Ben, go ahead.
Let's go with number 8.
Undiscovered Country. What were General Chang's last words?
He was quoting Shakespeare, wasn't he?
I'm not going to give you any part of it, man. God, I love that character. I think that's my undiscovered country.
He was
like,
quoting Shakespeare. I can't. What is it?
No, I know it, but I don't know it.
I know,
He
but
was,
I
But at
he,
the same
he was
time-
quoting Macbeth. I can tell you that. I can tell you exactly what the words were, but I know he's quoting Macbeth.
I can't give it to you. You got to give me the last words. All right, Eric.
Let's see. Let's do number 3.
Wrath of Khan. What is the device called that Dr. Carol Marcus is developing in Star Trek II?
This is one of the only ones I actually know. The Genesis device.
Genesis is correct. What card was that? Khan? Okay, there we go. Nobody's gotten any matches yet.
Not that I'm aware of, no. Okay.
I got it.
Oh, I got it now too, I bet. Go ahead.
ahead.
Let's do number 1.
Number 1. Star Trek III, The Search for Spock.
Don't steal it.
Which member of the crew is acting a little strange?
Oh, we already did
wait.
this
Yeah, we
oh,
did
I'm
this one.
sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I must have forgot to take it off the board.
Oops.
Some more time travel.
Deja vu.
Okay. Now,
All right, now let's try 6.
6. Final Frontier. How did Cybok get the idea to find Shakari?
Oh, boy.
I knew this movie in particular was going to screw with you.
I don't know.
All right, back to the board. Ben,
Let's go back to number 8.
Undiscovered Country. What were General Chang's last words?
To be or not to be.
Good job. All right.
I
Ben's on the-
remembered.
Good. Mine would have been wrong. I was thinking to sleep, perhaps to dream, which would have been incorrect.
I knew it was Macbeth.
Good job.
Oh, no, yeah, that's right. It is Hamlet. So I was wrong on the book. On that.
Oh man!
I
At
got
least
the
you got
line.
at least you got
Some
the
of
question
us,
right there.
maybe all of us, maybe weren't the biggest Shakespeare fans in the long run.
When you said Macbeth, I was like, yeah, he's right about that.
No.
Erik Braley.
Let's do number 11.
5-point question. Which version of the Enterprise is this?
That is the Enterprise NC 1701-A.
Punk? Heck yeah, man, it is.
It's the refit, son. It's
call.
those nacelles.
All right, 5 points for Eric.
That nothing was working on when
It
they
did
first got on
say
board.
A on the back of the cell too. There on the last.
Did
one.
it?
It did.
Did
Oh,
it?
I didn't even
Yeah,
look at that. No.
If you can go back.
Go
to the
back. I
show.
want to see. Did it really?
Yeah, it did. See. You see
Oh
the A.
shit!
Straight up.
Right there. There it is on the
That's
inside.
really tiny, but yeah.
Yeah, but I could see it.
Looks like a photon torpedo hit it right there. Shit. Which card was that?
11.
Yeah.
If it helps you any, that was like my favorite thing was the ships in the show. People would ask me the characters when I was little. I don't know characters.
2 cards left. Dan.
6? Have we done 6? This is
This is the one you just did. This is the one you just got.
Yeah.
Yeah, still don't know.
Still don't know it. Back to the board, Ben.
Let's go 7.
Star Trek Search for Spock.
Yep.
What was the name of the character played by Christopher Lloyd in Star Trek 3?
I had it and I lost it. Eric's gonna steal it. I know he is.
No, I'm not. I can't remember.
Nothing.
No, it's drawn a blank again.
I actually want to do card number 6.
You wanna do
first.
card number 6?
I want to do card number 6 before I have a chance at that one.
Okay. How did Cybok get the idea?
I honestly can't remember, but I want to say he had like a vision.
He had a vision.
Holy shit. Oh man, I'll put that on my butt.
Too generic. Too generic.
Right?
And I don't think any of us have matched.
No. I don't think Christopher Lloyd one was the only person, time traveler, to play another character.
Right?
His ship gets stolen to travel time again. Eric's over here hoping the Tribble's going to tell him.
Yeah, they're going to tell me. It's my nervous
All right.
betting.
What's the name of the character?
Was Doc Brown?
You know it?
I can't remember.
And
I honestly
nothing?
can't remember, dude.
King? No, it's not King.
No, it's not King.
Correct.
Krug. That's how they pronounced it.
Dude, I just want you to know, when I saw that movie as a little kid, I freaked because I was like, Dad, Doc Brown's a bad guy. And he's like, shut up.
Oh, Dad, no.
Loved it.
Reverend Jim is a bad guy.
Right? Let's do this.
Okay,
I know
so
it, right?
at the end of round 1, we are looking at Dan sitting at 7, Erik sitting at 11, and Ben sitting at 2. We'll be right back with the second mini game on Silver Screen Showdown Star Trek Edition after this. Welcome back to Silver Screen Showdown, everybody. I'm Tony Tubes. I got Dan Zerr, Ben Abeyta, and Erik Braley here for the Star Trek episode of Silver Screen Showdown. At the end of round 1, Dan was sitting at 7, Erik is sitting at 11, and Ben is sitting at 2. It's okay, Ben. It's okay. You can come back. You can come back. So we're gonna get into mini game number 2, titled Credits.
Shut up, Wesley.
Awesome.
And you guys are gonna use your whiteboard. I forgot that was in there. You guys are gonna use your whiteboards, and you're going to tell me how many movie credits does Brent Spiner have? Motion picture feature films, not made for TV movie, not television series, movie credits. Pretty hard over there. What you got? 20. What do you got, Ben?
21.
21. What you got?
I'm all over the place, dude. 65.
65. It was 23.
Really?
Ooh.
That's it.
So Ben gets 4 points for that one.
So points are doubled, right?
Yep, I will explain that here. The tiebreaker question would have been, how many movie credits does Patrick Stewart have? 64.
I was going to say that's quite a bit.
I'm gonna go back to my 65 on that one.
You were ahead of
I
your
was
time.
using my ESP on the next slide.
You were time warping.
Yes.
So Ben, once again, board's yours. Oh, sorry. Each card is worth 2 points. If you match the 2 categories together, you get 8 points. And there's one 10-point card in there, and like I told you guys, it's a bitch. So have fun.
7 didn't like me last time, so let's gonna go with number 4.
Generations.
Okay. Just
What
watch
is
this.
Soren's goal in Star Trek Generations?
To get back to the Nexus?
To get back to the Nexus. I love that shot.
He was a really good villain. I enjoyed
He
him.
was a great villain.
He's always a good villain.
He was great in the Halloween Rob Zombie movie too, as Loomis.
Haven't seen it.
Erik Braley.
You know what? Let's go do number 10.
Generations.
I'm gonna
Stealing
steal
it
it.
from Ben. Who is the only crew member of the Enterprise that knows Soren from their past?
Was Guinan.
Guinan is correct.
Can't have you match it up there.
Ugh, what card? Oh, that's right. See,
10.
Generations one.
See, I told you. Good luck having Guinan in front of me.
Right?
Good luck on that 10-point question.
Watch, we're just
Wherever
going
it
to
sits.
nail it.
Wherever it
That's
sits.
the one I'm hoping for.
Dan, go ahead.
Let's go with number 2.
Nemesis.
Yeah.
This is the least
This vehicle makes its first and only appearance in this film. What is it called?
I have no idea.
No idea?
No, I don't remember.
All right. Ben, back to you.
Let's do that same card. Was it 2? Was it?
I don't know.
Yeah, it was number 2.
Number 2?
Don't tell him. It's the game.
Oh, sorry.
He has to figure it out. Only I get to ask for the cards. Sorry. This vehicle makes its first and only appearance. What's it called?
Argos.
The Argo. I'll give. Yeah, I already
Still,
clicked it, but I would have given it to you. Oh,
No, he's
2.
catching up. I don't like that.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
No, sir.
This is your round.
Now, where's that 10-pointer at?
Erik Braley.
Okay, I'm gonna make him mad, so he has to keep hearing this lucky number 7.
First contact. What song was played during the maiden voyage of the Phoenix?
Oh my god, it was just so loud. I honestly can't remember.
Back to the board.
I'll take 7.
What was the song? Oh my God.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
I'd say just give it to him. I'm sure he knew it.
Everybody 2 points.
Everybody
give
two?
everybody
Alright.
2 points.
I knew that
okay?
one too. I was gonna go for it too. I
I
should
honestly couldn't remember. I did have to screen cap. He almost had the exact same frame I screen capped.
Damn it.
A couple years ago when I was watching that film, they have like when they're doing their like and taking off, they all have just the derpiest face ever. It's great.
And I'm gonna give that card to you though.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay, because I know that you knew that.
Yeah.
But okay, so there's that, okay, and that
Season
was
2 is just going to be Tony gives free points.
right. There's always like a couple times, like one time at least in each episode where I'm like, fuck. Okay, you guys all get something. My bad. Okay, Ben, go ahead.
Well, let's go with number 1.
Ooh,
There
come
it
on,
is.
dude.
Point question.
And it's first contact too.
It is.
Ooh.
What is the temperature on a Borg ship?
43 degrees Celsius.
Incorrect. Oh. Back to the board. Erik Braley.
Let's do card number 1. Was it?
Yep.
Okay.
What is the temperature
I
of the Borg
honestly
ship?
can't remember, but I'm gonna get out of the way and say 78 degrees Fahrenheit.
No. I don't know what 78 degrees Fahrenheit is in Celsius.
It's gotta
Okay,
be-
it is a Celsius.
It
It's
is
a
Celsius.
Celsius.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
so back to the board for that. Dan.
I'm tempted to take that one. Yes.
Get out of the way. And
Do you want to take that one?
No, but it might come back to me because it's
That's
a decimal. It's like da-da-da point some degrees Celsius.
Oh shit.
But anyway,
You
let's
trying
go
to
with,
dig it out of your brain there, Ben?
No, I got it now.
let's
Okay.
go with 8.
Nemesis.
It's being my nemesis.
Where was the Enterprise heading at the beginning of the film?
I think it was heading back to Earth.
Incorrect.
Okay, I'm wrong.
Ben, you want to try the
Let's
one?
go back to number 1.
What is the temperature of a Borg ship?
27.3 degrees Celsius.
Incorrect.
Oh, sure that was it.
You guys can keep going on it all day. I don't
man.
care.
Okay. Let's switch down to number 12.
Miscellaneous.
Miscellaneous.
Who directed First Contact?
Okay, hang on. I got his name and I can't think of his name. Shit. It was Frank. God damn it. I can't think of his name. Damn it. No.
Okay, back to the board. Dan.
Let's try 9. Better not be nemesis.
Miscellaneous. What movie featured Lursa and Beitor?
Ooh, boy. I want to say it was First Contact.
Incorrect. Back to the board, Ben.
Number 9.
What movie featured them?
Generations.
It was Generations.
Oh.
Yeah, it was our first deal with Jordy.
Yep.
Well, come on, Dad. What the heck, man? All right. And who was it?
I think it's me now,
Yeah,
right?
right.
Yep.
Yeah, Ben got that one.
Let's do number 3.
The new class.
Yeah, there we go. All right.
Oh, Ben, which one did you just get? It was
9.
the 9? Okay.
That was a miscellaneous.
Okay.
It's fun to say it that way.
I want to make sure. New class.
All right. Are we just gonna stare handsomely at their faces, or?
Hold on. Well, I screwed up. My screw up could be one of your guys's. Awesome, because I put 2 10-point cards in here.
Again.
So this is another
Oh,
10-point
no.
card.
All right.
What is the name of the ship the crew ends up using in Star Trek Beyond?
Was it the Kelvin?
Incorrect. Back to the board. Nan.
8. Oh, I already did this one, didn't I?
Where was the Enterprise heading
Yeah.
at the beginning of the film?
Still don't know.
Still don't know. Okay, back to it. Ben.
I think that was 11 that we just.
I'm sorry. Let me stop this. Are you wearing a Star Wars shirt right now?
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Okay,
11.
11.
We can try 11.
Let's do it.
That wasn't the one I wanted,
Insurrection.
but that's okay. All right, we'll try it.
What is the name of the race of people that the Federation was observing at the beginning of the movie?
Baku?
Incorrect. Back to the board.
Let's do number 5.
Insurrection.
Is it the same
Now
one
we
you
know what
just
they are.
chose? Okay.
Picard notices Worf has something on his face. What is it?
A pimple.
Perhaps looking for the Klingon word.
I'm looking for the Klingon word that Worf uses.
Are you
for
kidding
it.
me?
I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding you.
I'll fucking chuck a tribble at you. Oh, man. A blemish. Dude, we're just carrying tribble in the air, man.
You killed Kitty.
I honestly can't remember what he calls a blemish. I don't know.
Okay, it's gonna go
Grace,
back to the
dude, you're
board.
killing me, man.
It's gonna go back to the board. If nobody else gets it, I will give you 1 point. But
All right.
everybody needs a shot at it. Okay.
Killing me, Smalls.
Let's try 9. I don't think I've guessed that one yet.
Miscellaneous. Wait a minute. We already got this one. Sorry, I forgot to delete this one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because there
I
should be
thought that was
one
the one that got
miscellaneous
it. Yeah.
up.
Yep. My bad.
None of us have matched again either,
Okay.
so.
Sorry. Go ahead.
All right. Have I tried 1? Let's try 1.
What's that missing?
That's the temperature of the Borg ship.
Oh, okay. 39.7 degrees.
No, it's not.
I think we've all missed that now.
Yeah.
You were
Oh,
damn
man.
close, man. Damn close. Damn close.
I gotta remember what that other.
Oof.
When you said 39 point, I was like, oh.
I saw the look at his face. He's like, no,
I remember the scene, I just don't remember.
because they were talking about the engineering being that.
Yeah.
temp.
And then Picard repeats it 39.17. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Ben.
Let's try number 8.
Nemesis. Where was the Enterprise heading at the beginning of the film?
The neutral zone.
Incorrect.
Go ahead.
I'm
and
gonna
look.
put this out there to everybody. Oh, okay, you want to try it first?
Yeah, let me try it first.
Okay, you
Just
try
that
it
way, all
first.
3 of us, I think, have passed on
Okay.
it, right?
All right.
Okay. I don't know why, but I want to say Pluto.
Incorrect.
Okay.
I'm gonna put this out there, and then I'm gonna go down the line and see if anybody gets it. They're heading towards an event. There's an event going on that they're going to. Does that help you at all?
Was it? I'll see if they get. I want.
Got it.
Okay, if you got it, write it on your whiteboard.
Okay.
If whoever gets it gets 2 points. If you don't get it right, you don't have to lose any points or nothing. Everybody got something? Oh,
Yeah.
you're almost done. What you got, Dad? Wedding. Wedding. I don't want to put mine out now. What- No, it was Riker and Troy's
He
wedding.
was getting married right that time.
So 2 points for Dan and 2 points for Ben. I guess whose was the last turn? You were
So is
last
that to
one.
me then, or?
Yeah, it's going to you.
Okay.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
I want to try
good
number
with that.
12 again.
I'm good with that. Miscellaneous.
this is the one I was
Who
looking for.
directed First Contact?
Jonathan Frakes.
Say that one more time.
Jonathan Frank.
Incorrect.
Okay.
I'll take number 12.
Miscellaneous. Who directed First Contact?
Jonathan Frakes.
Frakes.
Riker himself.
Yeah, I that's what I was like. I was like, Riker. It's fucking Riker. I know it's Riker. I could never remember his last name.
I called him Franks for a long time.
I think I still obviously did.
Yep.
Maybe if he could learn sit in a chair like a normal human being.
Yeah, sit down like normal people.
Ben, go ahead.
All right, I'm trying to find that other
The
10-pointer
Riker
again.
maneuver.
Yeah, I'm trying to find another 10-pointer again. I think it's number 6. There it is.
This is not the other
That's not-
10-pointer.
no.
This is the one that we haven't done yet, though.
Okay. We got
Why did Kirk start calling McCoy Bones?
because his wife got the whole damn planet in the divorce, and all he had left was his bones.
Yeah, boy.
That is correct.
You know, I love that they did that into the film because it was never explained. Ooh, taking the lead, boy.
Well, and it's interesting that
six?
they did that because
Yeah.
Card six?
doctors, you know,
Yeah.
sawbones is an
Yep.
old colloquial term for a doctor. So you would assume that's where it came from, but they created the.
But I remember that line. It says his wife got the whole damn planet in the divorce, and all I got left is my bones.
All right.
I don't think I know any
So,
of these.
Eric,
Shit. Let's do number 3. I don't think I know any of these.
here's the
Son
10-pointer.
of a bitch. No. We already know I don't know this. The George.
Incorrect. Back to the board. Dan.
I don't know any of these, I don't think, but let's try 5. What is 5?
Insurrection. Picard notices Worf has something on his face. What is it?
The Klingon zit. It's a weird word. It's like a squorsh or something. I can't remember what.
That's incorrect. Ben, do you know this one?
I don't know.
Okay, Eric.
Give me the damn point for a
I'm gonna,
pimple.
I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give you the point for it. 1 point for it, and it is a gorge.
Gorge. There we go.
Dude,
So
I can't
close.
remember that.
So close.
That was really close, man.
It is a gorge. Oh, what card was that?
That was 5.
5, right?
Again, no matching though. This is
Oh,
rough.
we're gonna solve that right now.
Not yet.
We're gonna solve that right now.
I think it's to Ben, right?
It is.
Go ahead, Ben.
We're gonna take number 3 for the match.
What is the name of the ship?
USS Franklin.
Good job. 10 points and the
Came to you.
match.
Wow, that's pretty
So
cocky.
that's 10, 11, 12. How many points is that then?
And then he gets an extra 8 for the match.
Plus the additional 2 for the card or no?
No, the card
Oh,
was
the
worth
card
10.
was 10. That's right. Yeah,
Card was
so,
worth
yeah,
10,
yeah.
yeah.
Oof.
Okay,
I'm
so.
gonna kick you. I'm so mad. I was doing good. I think we only have 1 card left, don't we?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the last one.
You bastard.
I've been waiting. I've been trying to get back to that one. I couldn't remember which number it was.
Insurrection. What is the name of the race of people that the Federation were observing at the beginning of the movie? Whose is this?
Technically
Yeah,
mine, yeah.
yeah,
It's
okay.
damn it, dude, you were so close with your guess earlier too. I honestly can't remember. It's there, but it's not there. Pass. Goes to Papa Zerr.
Mm-hmm. You know what?
I can't remember either.
I was just gonna say, just don't say Packlands, because then.
Yeah, we've all passed on it. You seem confused. Why are you confused?
That's the answer.
The Sona, yeah.
But was the Sona the race of people that defected from that?
That
They
It
were the
was
same.
Baku,
They were
wasn't
one
it?
and the
was the
same.
Baku.
When you said Baku, I was like, God, that sounds right.
Yeah, because I knew
So,
the
yeah, the
Sona were the
Sona-
ones that were
The Sona were the
defected.
they were the ones that coming back to
All right, I'm
get
gonna give
him.
it to you.
So was it okay? Because I remember either Baku or because I was like, shit, maybe Baku was the planet. Then I couldn't
Yeah.
remember. So
Yeah, sorry
Good job,
about that,
man.
man.
So you
I
got
didn't
your
do my
little extra
diligence,
point.
I guess.
cheaters, guy who just gets a point for free. That's bullshit.
Yep.
The
Pimple. Not a bad comeback there.
Yeah,
From
not a
fucking
bad
3
comeback there,
points.
man.
Jesus.
Okay, so
To the back of the pack. He jumps to the monstrous lead.
at the end of round 2,
I
we're
was
sitting.
just joking about saying that was going to be my round.
We're saying Dan has 13 points, Eric's got 16 points, and Ben has 38 points. We'll be right back with the final mini game of the Star Trek episode of Silver Screen Showdown after this.
Silver Screen Showdown is made possible by our friends at Create in Aberdeen, South Dakota. Create, Aberdeen's space for inventors, doers, movers, shakers, inventors, makers, and dreamers. Also by Melanie Bobby and the rest of the crew at the Jency Agency in Aberdeen, South Dakota.
Welcome back to Silver Screen Showdown, everybody. I'm Tony Tubes. At the end of round 2, Dan Zerr is sitting at 13, Erik is sitting at 16, and Ben is sitting at 38 points. Right now, we are getting into none other than the final round, which is the lightning round.
Brought to you by Romulan Ale. Romulan Ale, when you really want to get up.
That was, if you guys didn't notice, the audio on that sucked, so I threw in the DeLorean, the sound for
Yeah,
the DeLorean.
I was like, because the second it came up, I was like,
It's hard to
recall
find
that sound
lightning
effect.
from every movie for the themes, so yeah, I had to work with what I got.
Yeah, something.
All right, so
Timed out right.
here's what we got. This is the lightning round. Each of you are going to have 1 minute to go through 15 pictures and tell me what the character's name is. It's not on your whiteboard.
The character's name. Okay.
The character's name. And so what's going to happen is Dan's got 13, Eric's got 16, Ben's got 38. You have the option right now to wager 0 to the highest amount of your points as to whether or not you think you can win the lightning round. And so let's say Dan bets all 13 points. He would win, if he won the game, he would win his 13 points on top of that, so 26, and then he gets an extra 20 points for winning the game. So it would be 23, 33, 43 points is what he would end up with. So, is that right? Yeah, that's right. So, everybody understand that?
Yes, sir.
Yep. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. So I would like Ben and Erik to go ahead and go out there by the
Are we doing our
elevators.
wager?
Oh,
at
yes,
once or
wagers. Sorry,
yeah, we gotta do
wagers.
our wagers here.
Dan, what would you like to wager 13
Let's
points?
bet the farm. We'll
Let's bet the farm.
give it all.
Erik.
Son of a bitch. I was hoping to get him to bet first. I want to be all mathematical about, but you know what? I'm gonna do 10 points.
And Ben.
I'm going to play it safe and bet none.
None. Okay. Sounds good.
That's the way to do it, man.
And then he'll come out and let you guys back in when he's done. All right. Ready? Yep. Set. Go.
Barkley. Savick. Don't know. Khan, the second version. Ambassador, can't remember his name. Can't remember. Zephram Cochrane. Don't know. Can't remember. Catherine Janeway. David Marcus. Sarek. Cybok. Pike. Ilea.
Okay. You just did it. I can't give you that last one. I think it's L-L-I-A is what it is.
No, it's I-L-I-A.
Oh,
It's Ilea.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah,
capital I looks like a small L.
I got you. All right, go ahead and grab Ben and have him come on in here.
How many did I miss? 4?
I'm not telling you yet.
Okay.
Sorry. Okay. So 15 pictures, 1 minute to do them. Just give me the character, any part of their name. If it's Captain Jean-Luc Picard, you can say Jean-Luc and Picard, anything like that. Okay? All right. Ready, set, go.
That's Barkley. Savick. Pass. Khan. Chancellor. I can't remember. Pass. Drat. Now it's right there. I know it. I'll go on. I just watched this and I can't remember it either. Go on. Nero. Janeway. David. Sarek. Cybok.
That's it. 1 minute is gone. You had 2 that you didn't get to. So if you want to go out and grab Erik, that'd be great. I'll let you guys know your results when you come back in.
All right.
Erik, you wagered 10, right?
I wagered 10.
Okay, just making sure.
I don't know.
Just making
Confidence level out there seemed a little bit low. So let's see. The joy
That's
of
funny.
being the last one in, but
That's funny.
I've been doing terrible, so
You guys, it's been a pretty even game.
I was having fun, but
Ben's smeared out ahead of there, but you guys have been pretty even.
smeared out, man. He trounced at the end, man.
All right, are you ready? 15 pictures, 1 minute.
As well as I can be.
Any part of the name.
Any part of the name.
If you pass on it, it's dead.
Let's
All
go.
right, ready, set, go.
No idea. God, pass. Jesus, pass. Con. Pass. Pass. Dude, I can't remember. Oh my God. Pass. Pass. Jesus, pass. Captain Janeway. Pass. Sarek. Oh, dude, we just said his name too. Savick. Is that all of them?
No, keep going.
I'm waiting for you to click
sorry.
on. Pike. Can't remember. Pass.
That's it.
Jesus.
We'll grab everybody else, please.
Ooh, I know I did worse than them.
Here's your phone. You don't know that.
Oh, I do know that. That was rough.
And it's sad
Snarly
because
guy.
the Jayla and Cochran, and right after I walk out the door, I'm like, because for some reason Cochran, I'm going, Johnny Cochran. That's Johnny Cochran's a asshole lawyer.
Johnny Carson. Oh wait, no, damn it.
Right? And so it's like, Cochran.
All
That's
right.
Got everybody back in here after the lightning round. Here are the results of the lightning round and the Star Trek episode of Silver Screen Showdown. We had Erik, you got 4 of them correctly.
You know what? I thought I had 2 maybe.
Out of 15.
Whatever. I'll take it.
You got 4 out of 15. Ben, you got 8 out of 13. You had 2 that weren't there, and Dan got 10 out of the 15, which puts Erik with minusing your wager. You got 6. Ben didn't wager anything, so he stays at 38. And Dan Zerr is the winner of the Star Trek episode of Silver Screen Showdown at 46 points.
All because I was quick on the lightning round.
That's what I said. That lightning round can
Congrats,
waste
Ben.
people. There it is.
Campeón del mundo.
Nice.
And Ben, that was an amazing. In the whole season, we have not had anybody come back like that from a bad first round like that.
That was pretty.
That was so I'm giving you props right now and thanking you very much because I don't know you. I know these guys. I don't know you, and thank you very much for coming on the show and everything. I'm sorry you didn't win.
Hey, I'm not upset. I'm glad.
Ben's my boy,
I
man.
enjoyed it.
And Erik, it's always a pleasure.
Yeah.
Dad, haven't seen you in a while. But hey, everybody, thank you guys very much for tuning in at home. Please let us know what you think in the comments below. Check us out on Twitter at Screen Showdown. Check me out on Twitter at TonyTubeZerr. Thank you to the Jency Agency and Create out of Aberdeen, South Dakota for helping us out get this nice space for the show. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be here. Please like, subscribe, share, all that stuff. We want a season 3, so we want to hear from you that you want a season 3 as well. Thank you guys. Thank you, contestants. Anything you guys want to say before you leave?
Check out Shaky's Treasures.
Shaky's Treasures. Ben, you do some karaoke?
Used Entertainment and DJ Sabotage.
Awesome. When's your karaoke nights?
Thursdays and Sundays at Lucky's. Just
At
down the street.
Lucky's. And Dan, Save the Earth.
Star Trek rules.
Star Trek rules. Save the Earth.
Thank you,
Thank you
Papa
guys
Zerr, for
very-
giving us Tony.
Oh, yes, thank you. But hey, guys, thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time.
A very special thanks to Commander Jen Baum, the Klingon Pop Warrior, for her contributions to this episode of Silver Screen Showdown. Check her stuff out at www.klingonpopwarrior.com.
Shows,